Hey everyone, it's Emily. I am back. Finally back with another video. Thank you guys for being patient with me. And to all my newbies here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And let me go ahead and give y'all a brief introduction for all my newbies. I am Emily. I am a single mom of one 10-year-old girl. I am a custodian here for the local school district where I live in South Carolina. And I get paid twice a month on the 15th and the 30th of the month. And so this is a 3-week paycheck that you see here. We do have 4 3-week paychecks built into our calendar year, working year. And so this is one of the 3-week paychecks that I have. Okay, so what I have here is just my budget. This is what I made for 3 weeks, $1,362.70. And I had to pay several bills with this paycheck. The first bill that I had to pay was rent. So rent was $458. And I've said this in my videos before, but for all my newbies here, my rent is $458 for a 2-bedroom townhouse. I do live in income-based housing, public housing, projects, hood housing, whatever you want to call it. And my rent is based off of what I make, and I do get a subsidy through the government with hood housing, and they pay the other portion of my rent. The unit that I live in rents out for about $800 or $900 a month. Okay. So that is why my rent is only $458. Okay, phone number 1, I paid $50. Phone number 2, I had already paid, but normally I do pay for 2 phones. I have a phone for me and I have a phone for my daughter. So this one I just had to pay for my daughter, my phone, I mean. So that was $50. Okay, credit 1. Y'all, these people is getting on my nerves with this credit 1. So this particular card here, I don't hold a balance on it, but they added my annual fee, my annual card fee. I would guess they divided it by 12. So I owed them like $8 and I forgot to pay them. So they charged me a late fee. So I owed them like $25 and all I had left to spare was $20 out of my budget. So I paid them $20. Grocery got $60 for 2 weeks. I normally have about $100 to $120, but I was on a very tight budget this pay period, so I only budget out $60 for groceries. Laundry ended up getting $20. Gas got $60. Okay, after school, so school has started back here in South Carolina. And my daughter goes to after school. It is $35 a week, plus they charge a $1 fee for processing. So I took out $71 for her after school care. I am in the process now of filling out for the pandemic ABC voucher. So I'm hoping to be able to eliminate this pretty soon or get a reduced amount that I have to pay. Someone at my after school, the director actually told me to go ahead and apply to see if I qualified for the assistance. So I did. Emily, which is myself, I got set aside $80 for myself because I'm getting a new set of nails. These nails are raggedy. I am missing one, and I've had this set of nails for probably about 4 or 5 months. So it's time to get these took off and get a new set put on. So that's why I allocated $80 for that. So normally I only set aside $50, so it's a little bit more this time. Ashton got $50, and that is for me to use to get her hair done. We're going to the hair salon to get her hair professionally treated and her ends clipped and a hairstyle. So she got $50. Emergency fund. I have had to dip into my $1,000 emergency fund. So I put $100 back into my emergency fund. And I am sitting at about 580 now in my emergency fund. So I'm in the process of rebuilding my $1,000 emergency fund. I hated to have to go into my emergency fund, but I have been running really high on my bills, and I've had a lot of unexpected things come up. So I've had to go into my $1,000 emergency fund. So I am slowly trying to build that back up to 1,000. So I have, like I said, about $580 now in my emergency fund. Okay, household got $20 for household items. Okay, I hope you guys can see. My setup is a little bit off this time. Okay, furniture payment. So you guys know that I did purchase some new furniture. I purchased a new table and a new couch from Ashley. I have not received those. It has been 2 months since I have ordered those things. And I have already started putting aside money to pay that stuff off. So I set aside $305 from this paycheck. Because I told you guys before, I got the furniture through the acceptance program with Ashley because I was trying to get a boost on my credit. And so they were telling me about this program with them that it would show up on my credit, which it is, but I'm not making any payments right now because I haven't received the furniture, but it is reflecting on my credit. But I did not realize that my payments were going to be extremely high. So she told me that I could pay the furniture off in 3 months with no interest. And that is what I'm going to do, because if I stick to that payment plan of $280 a month, by the time I'm finished paying, I will have paid $4,000 or $5,000, and no, that is not worth it for a dining table set and a couch. So I had saved up from this paycheck, my next paycheck, as well as I had some money left over from my Myrtle Beach trip, and 3 of my child tax credits. I was going to go ahead and pay the $1,600 in furniture, so that it will reflect on my credit, but I can also get it paid off and not have to pay a lot of interest. So that's what that furniture payment is. $305 is just sitting in my account right now, waiting, because I have not got my furniture after 2 months. Okay. Home savings. This is a new category to me, you guys. I have not previously had this category, and I will explain this to you more in depth in just a minute. But home savings got $30. Miscellaneous spending, I had $38.70. Excuse me, y'all. My throat is kind of itchy. I'm at home waiting for my COVID test results to come back. I am experiencing symptoms. And it started with my daughter being exposed to someone on a school bus that tested positive. So she was quarantined, and then I started experiencing symptoms. So me and her both are waiting. She has had symptoms as well. Me and her both are waiting on our test results to come back. So I have some of the symptoms of it. So anyway, miscellaneous spending got $38.70. And then I have had extra income, you guys. So I worked this past weekend at someone's house, and she paid for 2 days, and she paid me a total of $210. So what I did with that extra income was I ended up putting more towards grocery. I used some money for eating out, and I used some more money towards gas. But I did not write those things down, but the one that stuck out the most was home savings. So I did take out some money for home savings. So home savings now have $100 towards that. But let's go ahead and talk about home savings. Okay, so I am still in debt, as well as I have recently had to go to the hospital. So my debt has increased. I've had to go to the hospital, as well do physical therapy for my knee. So my credit cards have went up. I've had to charge things on my money on my credit cards, as well as doctor bills and stuff, additional doctor bills and debt and stuff overall. But the reason why I went ahead and started home savings is because, and some of you guys might not agree with this, but I'm kind of in a situation with where I live at. Okay, so I was explaining to you that I live in hood housing and project housing, public housing, or whatever you want to call it, income based housing, that has a government subsidy attached to it. The housing projects where I live at are experiencing some things with some codes not being up to standards. We've had some residents here where the ceilings have failed in their apartments, and it have failed on. We've had four different cases, you guys, where the ceilings fail, and the residents have gotten hurt over this. So a lot of apartments here are in the same shape, and my apartment is in the shape where I have cracks and holes and stuff in my ceiling, in my bathroom, in my hallway, in my daughter's room, and in my kitchen. So I have different places in my apartment where the ceiling is cracked. So this is basically a danger to us. So I am going ahead and saving towards a home, which I told you guys before that I recently received a significant amount of money from XYZ, and I'm not going to disclose too much because this is a public platform, but I will just share a little bit with you guys that I received XYZ amount. So I have a quarter of a down payment for a home, and I am having to make that decision because of my income. I don't make a whole lot. I am considered low income. The rental market here in the part of South Carolina that I live in the upstate, has significantly increased. So you have to have XYZ amount to rent here, and I don't make a whole lot of money, like I said. So it would be hard for me to just go out and rent a place by myself and be able to pay the amount of rents that the apartments are going for now. So it is actually cheap. It would actually be cheaper for me to purchase. And I do understanding that when you purchase, the responsibility all falls on you as far as home repairs and such. But like I said, I have a significant portion saved up now. And if I was to get some first-time homeowner programs, I might be able to drop my down payment down significantly. But I am just going ahead and saving money, you guys, because the situation that I'm in, we aren't being told a whole lot by our housing complex. There's been rumors, and I'm just going to call them rumors, going around saying that they're going to condemn the apartments and that we're going to have to move. And they have done this here in another housing development projects where the people had to move out, and they was only given a small amount of time to move, and some people didn't have anywhere to go, you guys. And so I live in one of the biggest housing complexes, public housing complexes here in South Carolina, in the upstate of South Carolina. So if that was to happen to this development, that will leave a lot of people without a place to go. So I'm trying to set myself up and not be a victim of that, or where I am just left without anywhere to go. And don't have anything saved up or anything. So I'm making this top priority to save something every check towards home savings. And I'm not sure what is going to happen. They haven't been telling us a lot. There's just been things, hearsay and things that's been going around. But I just know that I am not going to be left in the position where I don't have anything saved or anywhere to go. Even if I do have to move into another apartment, I still will have that money set aside. Also, some of y'all may not know that my significant other, me and him both have been talking about moving in together in the future. So that is also in the works, and that will also be a change in my income. If we move in together, then we will be paying bills and such together. So that's something that we've been talking about, as well as we've been talking about purchasing together, which means we've been talking about marriage as well. So I don't want to really go too far into that because, some things are private, but I did just touch on it a little bit, you guys, that me and my significant other have been talking about moving in and marriage and just our future together. So I don't want to just overlook that as well, but I have made this a top priority, and he's working on some things himself as well. But on my end, I know that it's me and my daughter, and I have to look out for me and her. So this is why this has become a top priority for me, because I don't know what is going to happen to these apartments that I am living in. And I've heard some other rumors saying that if we do have to move, they will cut us a check to help with expenses, blase. But I do know on my end, I'm not going to be left out in the dark, and I'm not going to be left out with nowhere to go. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing as a adult, and I'm watching and covering my back and my tracks and stuff. So I just want to let you know what was going on, you guys. I've been working a lot of overtime, and my overtime and stuff will be going towards home savings. Like I said, I've been out of work today. Today is day one since I've been out of work. I should be getting paid through COVID or my sick time. I do have sick time built up, or COVID pay or whatever. So I'm not really worried that I won't be getting paid for being out with this situation. But yeah, so I just want to let you guys know that that's what's been going on with me. My budget has been out of whack. My debt has increased significantly over the last month and a half since I've been gone off YouTube. I'm gonna have to come back and do a debt video because I gotta figure out a way to pay on these debts without letting them go into collection. So I have a bill from physical therapy that I owe, that I need to make payment arrangement with them. I have an ambulance bill, emergency room bill that I need to apply for financial assistance and start making payments on that. So that's what I'm gonna be working on tomorrow while I'm off. I'm gonna be working on getting caught up on this paperwork and making phone calls and stuff to try to get some of these bills paid. I will say that I did apply for financial assistance for some of my doctor bills with one particular hospital here in South Carolina, and they did pay some of my bills. So if you do have some doctor bills, medical bills, when you get your statement, look at the statement. Most of the time they offer some type of financial assistance. You have to fill out the application, and then you have a wait time that you have to go through to see if you are approved. So I know that it goes off of your finances, how much you make versus how many people live in your household, and if you have dependents. So I have 2 people in my household, and I do have a dependent, myself and then my dependent. Okay, so y'all, these nails, I gotta get these things done. But anywho, yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all guys what had been going on with me. I'm going to try my best to come back and share with you guys. Here's my cash envelope thing. I did not do any type of spending or anything. I didn't do any kind of cash envelope stuffing. But this right here that's in fun money, this, you guys, is my money for my down payment. I just have this additional, this is $100, you guys. I got a lot of ones, but this is $100 that I saved up that's going to go to the bank towards my home savings. Okay, so I will be taking this to the bank and adding it to my home savings account, and I will be reporting to y'all in a few weeks. Well, probably in next week I'll be adding to that home savings, and even if it's $10 or $20, whatever I can afford to save will be going towards that account, and I will be using some towards paying down debts. Okay, so yeah, if you guys have any kind of comments or anything that you want to leave down below, feel free to do so. And I just want to thank everybody that has been checking on me. I had a lot of people checking on me and inboxing me and stuff and leaving comments on my videos. I'm doing okay. Just trying to get back on my feet, you guys. And you know, we go through these times where things don't always go as planned. And I can say things haven't been going as planned. I've been on the downward spiral with my finances. But the positive thing was the lump sum that I had received, and I thank God for that, because I didn't think that I was going to ever receive it, and I was able to put down at least a quarter of my home savings. So I have hope, you guys. I have hope now that I will be able to purchase a home in the future. And yeah, but anyway, thank you guys for watching my video. Thanks for my day ones. If you are a newbie here, I hope that you go over and subscribe so that you can keep up with me and see future videos. And I will talk to you guys later.